All right. Hello, everyone. So I am here with Gazoo, and Gazoo is one of the amazing artists that has participated in Little Red and Vandal Wolf. And I'm really excited to be chatting with him today. We get to learn a little more about what he does as an artist, what's inspiring him. We get to show our appreciation for him being taking part in this wonderful endeavor where a lot of people get to have an authentic account about street art and graffiti and get to read a cool, fun, fractured fairy tale. Yay! So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop into the questions. I know you as To the Moon. I know you as
Mhm.
Gazoo, To the Moon, your arrows. That's something that I've followed for a really long time. And it's
Right.
and it is a signature tag that a lot of people know in your work.
Yes.
Can you tell us the story behind this phrase and what it represents?
Yes. So what it represents is being focused, being driven, understanding, yourself on a higher level. Um, taking whatever you're doing and putting your all in it. So yeah, this phrase to the moon basically represents just being driven and moving yourself to a higher, to the higher level of self. Yeah.
I love that. That's it's it's so interesting when I chat with artists and I feel like I have an understanding of their phrase or tag that they put out. And I think in some ways, and correct me if I'm wrong, does it evolve over time to you as you as it reflects back at you?
Yeah, so when I started it, I mean, the way how it started, it was like, I'm from the Caribbean, from this island called Montserrat in the Caribbean. And at one particular time, in the Caribbean, we had this phrase that was like, everybody was saying it to the world. Basically, it means the same thing. Like a lot of people was using it in the context of, there being like all the different artists was being booked to travel the world to do their art, right? Dancers, musicians, all of that thing. So there was this huge dancehall explosion. And me and my friends who was just like, all in the dancehall movement. And we were just like, okay, everybody's saying this, but we were like, it's to the world, but you want to let's say to the moon because we want to be higher, we want to aim higher. And right as soon as we started it, it caught on. And and then I evolved from there because I used to be a hype man for DJs. So I'll be like, I'm the dude who's like with the DJ, and I'm like, yeah, me and DJ Izzy gonna take it to the moon right now. Put your hands in the air, make some noise. I was that guy, right? And so from there, it went into the graffiti. And how it got there is because I met some guys from the Caribbean and they were doing street art also. And they were like, dude, we know you from saying this thing. You should write it as a graffiti tag. Everybody was going to love it. This was like 2012. And then, later in the year, I started writing it. So it evolved from just saying it, then started writing it. As soon as I started writing it, it caught on. And it caught on, and they were like, "Oh man, you see, we told you it's gonna be good." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I have this thing. I'm gonna continue doing it." And as I continued doing it, I started meeting people who will tell me about the moon and how to work with the moon,
Oh,
right? Like all these people who's doing astrology and stuff, and they're like, dude, you don't understand. Like, you're like connecting to like one of the most powerful energy in our universe, which is the moon, controls feelings and controls, just mood and stuff like that, and manifesting and all that stuff. And then I started working with the moon. And as that go, then I'm starting to understand like meditation and yoga and all this mindfulness. So I'm like heavy into the whole mindfulness like world right now, just because it just makes so much sense. It works so good with me. I'm doing like sound bowls and and like sound baths and like all this stuff with it now. I'm doing like right. I'm talking to you as you see right here. There's like a mandala piece on the wall right there,
Love it.
and then I'm like doing
And
one as we're like talking right now because I'm just like I have this series that I'm working on where I'm doing about 96 pieces in 1 year straight,
wow.
right? Yeah, and they all like have the moon phases in there and stuff like that. And I use it to like meditate and just be calm and just, I'm doing one because I have one that's like due today. So, right. So, so yeah, it evolves so much from just me saying it to now I'm just like in this whole like spiritual mindset where I'm just constantly connecting with myself and constantly doing stuff like with the moon phases and all that stuff. So it definitely like changed my whole outlook of life, from just like riding it to where it's at now. um, I'm getting into doing well right now I also have like I met some guy a few years ago and he does cannabis and he was like, oh man, this would be a new cool brand name for a cannabis, name for a cannabis brand. And then eventually I was like, okay, let's do it. So now I have a whole cannabis brand. It's in all the dispensaries all around the city and like the state, and it's doing fairly good. And getting ready to do a cafe.
Wow.
Yeah, because I want to do like tea and like like coffee, but I also want to bring in the whole astrology aspect to this cafe and do like ceremonies and stuff like that. And there's so much levels of going with it. Like, I want to do a hotel, I want to do a gas station, I want to do yeah, it's beyond this, like, so now it's like
Well, this is
it's
really
the
to the moon. You got the whole,
yeah,
that's great.
it's really to the moon. And yes. And when I started writing it, I was just like, oh wow, this is gonna inspire people. And it was doing that. I meet people who will cry when they meet me. They're like, oh my God, like you don't know how much you has inspired me. There was one point in my life where I was just really down and out, and the city was just beating me up. And then I see this tag, and then it just encouraged me to just like keep going, So, yeah, it's been a wonderful journey with this tag. It's like, I don't know, started in 2012, so what, 13 years now?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
This book brings me so much more pride every time I hear every artist like yourself speak
yeah,
and the depth of
yeah,
your work and
yeah.
how the work and even you as you repeat it and how it opens something to you for
Mm,
you and for the people that you're bringing it to.
yeah.
It's just so special.
Yeah, it's super special, man. It's super, super special. And, like,
So what
even to where,
can I ask you? Sorry to interrupt, but
yeah,
can I ask you in the book we have I love you to the moon and back.
right.
So, I mean, is there an extension besides what I obviously feel when I hear I love you to the moon and back? Is there something else that, for kids, what would you say to them? I love you to the moon and the back. If you see that, what do you?
Well, yeah, and the thing with that too, within the book with that is that, I would get so many people that could resonate with this time just to the moon because they've grown up with their family telling them I love you to the moon and back. They're like left and right, like, everyone from man to woman, they're like, man, this is what my mom or dad would say to me constantly growing up and still does. And every time I see the tag, I take a picture, they send, take a picture, and we send it to each other. And, and then I would just get this whole like gratitude vibes from them where they're just like, thank you so much for putting that out there like that. And now this give me this another reason to check in with my family. And yeah, so yeah, that in itself been such a powerful like phrase that's been using for years, and then I was like, okay, you know what? Because at one point I was like, I don't know, should I use this thing? And then I was like, you know what? Do it. Yes. It's like, and write it in the way how you write it. Also put the heart in there and make it look like the I love New York type of vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah. And right away it'd be, it's like, most of the time, like I print the stickers for it, and I usually just print a bunch during Valentine's, and I
Mhm.
give it to people for Valentine's. Like this year, um, I was like randomly giving it to people in a sense where they're like, "Oh, I know you for To the Moon, and thank you so much for putting it out," and I would just give them that sticker because of the way how I will meet them. And you know so this year was even more special in a sense because I would picked up this thing where it's like I don't just give people stickers, like I give it to them when they recognize me or they recognize something of To the Moon with me, and they're like, oh dude, the To the Moon, um wow, you're the person. And I'm like, yeah, and then I give them a sticker, you know Yeah, so
Always very excited when I tell them you're in this book.
yeah, yeah.
Like, really? You know her? That? Oh, that?
Yeah.
I'd like to sit over there by the window, please. Yes.
Yes.
I need to see the moon. I can't from here.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Um,
Yeah, it's been cool.
so your art is in all unexpected places, right? We see it on the street, we see it in gallery walls, we see it. You're working in it. You have an installation that you're about to do this weekend, right? You have it.
Yeah.
Do, do you, how do you decide where you want to tag or where your message belongs? Like, how does the environment play into what you're delivering, or does it? Or is it like, you know what, it should just be everywhere, people should know it? Or is there a rhyme and reason to your
So usually there's no set um flow of like, okay, I'm gonna go put it over there. If I have the paint with me, the location actually just speaks to me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do it there. It could be the lighting because I do it on the sidewalk. So it could be the lighting on the block, or, maybe like lately, I've been doing it, not even that much lately either. But if I do it, I could see the moon and then I point it to the moon. I just write it in the way where you could walk by it and you see it and you look up and you see the moon. But yeah, I don't aim to put it everywhere. And I don't really go on missions to do it. I actually just like let the energy just come to me and then I will do it, you know? Yeah, it's amazing. Man. I'm so grateful and happy that I just, able to tap in with myself, with my art. Like it's not just me doing the art, it's like become a whole spiritual practice for me now.
it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's and I think that that's what they say, for a lot of artists, not all of them maybe get the opportunity to have that um, depth in their work or the spiritual connection that some artists do feel, but it is a calling. You know, it
Yeah,
is there anyway. So if you
yeah,
can tap into it, you're even on a you're much more blessed than just the artist that's showing up to do their work and not having that connection.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a whole different thing for me now. It's amazing.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah,
You got to get those all in a room, and then you have some yoga in there,
yeah.
some
Some
of your
like
tea.
some different like hertz of music playing.
Yeah, it sounds
32
amazing.
or some, different. Yeah, no DJ, just like sound balls.
Nice. The
Yeah,
drumming
drumming, like that stuff. Yeah,
sounds great.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a powerful show for sure. You're
Well, I'm
gonna leave
excited.
there feeling like being like lifted. It's gonna be like a portal.
That's what we
Yeah,
need. We,
yeah, yeah.
as a society, we need to help lift each other up, and the group energy does help.
Hmm.
I'm thrilled to have you a part of this book and a part of the launch and the journey because this is the beginning of the real journey of this book. The
Yeah,
journey of getting it finally made was a journey, and it's but this is
yeah,
like the real journey now that it's there, ready to be seen by people and ready to open people's hearts and minds.
yeah,
This is like the
yeah.
next phase of this uh moon felt inspiration in some way. There's a lot of moon in here. You have To the Moon, and we have what's his name? BD White's has his
Oh wow.
moon there, and you have yours right next to it. It says "I love you to the moon" in the back on the
Oh
and,
wow.
and then the moon, his astronaut.
Oh wow. Wow.
We got the moon. The moon is ready. It's
The
here.
moon is ready for
Like
sure.
sun's getting
Yeah,
too much attention. It's time for the moon.
yeah. Can I get a yeah,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah. Oh my God, I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah,
It does. That's what that saying does make your head move. Does make you get the picture.
yeah. We get you in the groove for sure. For sure.
Well, thank you so much. This was well worth the wait.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for your time,
All right.
energy, and sharing that your story and your experience and your art.
Thank you so
It's fun
much.
to let everyone in on it.
Yes, for sure.
Have a good night.
You too.
Peace.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.